Hello, Aries. If you clicked on this video, it's because you've been feeling an undeniable, magnetic pull toward a specific younger person, and I need to validate right now. They want you so much it's actually consuming them. But here is the twist they haven't told you. They aren't just thinking about a casual fling. This younger person is secretly planning a life-changing love proposal, and the age gap or outside opinions are the only things holding them back. Before we dive into this massive revelation, let me know in the comments where you are watching from, and make sure to like and subscribe to claim this beautiful energy. Trust your intuition, because this message found you at the exact right time. Let's get into it. This reading already feels incredibly intense, Aries. I need you to take a deep breath right now, because the energy surrounding you and this younger person is thick. It's heavy, it's electric. Something has been building quietly between the two of you, and I promise you, this does not feel random at all. You've probably been noticing shifts in their behavior. Maybe they've been staring at you a little too long. Or their texts have been getting slightly more personal, more probing. You feel it, don't you? That unspoken tension when you're in the same room, that sudden shift in the atmosphere when they look at you. What I'm picking up on is that this person is completely, utterly fixated on you. They are obsessed. But here is the thing they are trying so hard to hide. They are terrified of how much power you hold over them. You see, on the surface, they might try to play it cool. They might act like they have it all together, maybe even acting a little detached or overly casual to protect their ego. But underneath that carefully constructed mask, they are drowning in their feelings for you. You awaken something in them that they didn't even know was sleeping. For some of you, this younger person has always been the mature one, or they've always prided themselves on being logical, grounded, and in control. But you shattered that illusion. You walked into their life with your natural Aries fire, your confidence, your undeniable presence, and you completely short-circuited their brain. They look at you and they don't just see someone attractive. They see a queen, king, an absolute force of nature. And that brings us to the first major emotional shift here. They aren't just intimidated by your beauty or your success. They are deeply, spiritually intimidated by your energy. They feel like you can see right through them, and that level of being truly seen is both their greatest desire and their biggest fear. So why can't they let go? Why are they so completely tethered to you? Even if there has been distance or silence between you two lately, here's the truth: they have tried. I'm seeing cards of someone who has actively tried to distract themselves. They've tried to focus on their career, their friends, maybe even other people. But every time they try to pull away, the universe pulls them right back to your energy. You keep popping up in their mind. You keep appearing in their dreams. They'll be going about their day, and suddenly, a song comes on. Or they smell a specific perfume, or they see a color that reminds them of you, and it completely stops them in their tracks. The question is, what did you do to them? You didn't just give them a crush, you gave them karmic awakening. You showed them what real, passionate, unfiltered connection feels like, and now, everything else just feels bland in comparison. They literally cannot go back to the way things were before they met you. But as their obsession grows, so does their internal panic. And this is where the energy shifts again. Because they are younger, there is this lingering insecurity, this nagging voice in their head telling them they aren't enough for you yet. They look at your life, your maturity, your established energy, and they suddenly hyperfixate on the age gap or the life experience gap. They think, how can I give them the life they deserve? Am I too young? Do they see me as just a kid? This is the core emotional tension playing out in their mind. They are battling their own ego and their own insecurities. They want to step up and claim you, but they are paralyzed by the fear that if they make a move and you reject them, it will destroy them. They are so deeply in love with you that the thought of losing you before they even fully have you is agonizing. Yet, despite all this fear, despite all this overthinking, they cannot let you go. And here is the most beautiful, dramatic turn in their energy. Their fear is actually transforming into a fierce, protective determination. I'm seeing the Ace of Cups overflowing here, Aries. The emotional dam is breaking. They are realizing that playing it safe is no longer an option. The late-night thoughts about you are turning into daytime plans. They are starting to ask themselves, what if I actually go for it? What if I actually propose a future to them? The hesitation is still there. Yes, but the desire to make you theirs is becoming louder than the fear. They are standing on the edge of a massive cliff, looking down at the depth of their feelings for you, and they are getting ready to jump. Let's go deeper into why this younger person absolutely cannot let you go. Aries, because what I'm picking up on here is not just a fleeting infatuation. This is a full-blown karmic tether. Have you ever looked at this person and felt this bizarre, unexplainable sense of familiarity? Like you've known them before. That's because your souls recognize each other. This younger person feels it too. And it's actually driving them a little crazy. They are trying to logic their way out of these feelings, telling themselves, we have an age gap, or our lives are in different stages. But their spirit knows the truth. You are their twin flame energy, their soulmate, their ultimate mirror. When they are away from you, they feel physically ungrounded. It's like they are walking around with a piece of their soul missing, and every time they are near you, they finally feel whole again. They cannot let go because letting go of you would feel like amputating part of themselves. But here is the emotional turn that shifts everything. It's not just that they love you. It's that they are actively grieving the time they lost before they met you. I'm seeing a lot of regret in their energy. They look at you and they think, if I had met them 5 years ago, I would have been ready. Am I too late? This regret is a heavy, suffocating blanket for them. They feel like they are playing catch up to your maturity, your life experience, your established boundaries. And for a long time, this insecurity made them hesitate. It made them pull back. It made them give you mixed signals. They wanted to step up, but their ego whispered, you aren't enough for them yet, so. They stayed in the shallow end, terrified of diving into the deep end of what you two actually have. But then, something changed, the turning point. What shifted the energy from hesitation to this urgent, proposal-level obsession? Here is the thing. Aries, you pulled your energy back. For some of you, you recently went through a period of deep silence, or you simply stopped chasing, stopped accommodating, and stepped fully into your independent, fierce Aries power. You essentially said, without words, I am a prize, and if you can't see it, I'm walking away. And that shift in your frequency completely shattered their illusion of control. When you stopped orbiting them and started orbiting yourself, they experienced a massive energetic panic. The silence didn't give them space to forget you. It gave them the terrifying clarity of a life without you. This is where the spice really kicks in, because the moment you pulled back, the younger person's fear of rejection was instantly eclipsed by the fear of loss. They realized that your independence isn't a threat. It's the exact reason you are so irresistible. But it also meant you don't need them. And that realization hit them like a ton of bricks. They started seeing you out in the world or seeing your energy on social media, and they noticed your glow up. You look radiant, you look untouchable. You are thriving, glowing, and moving forward with this magnetic confidence that makes everyone else want a piece of you. And this younger person, they are consumed by jealousy. They are looking at you thinking, someone else is going to realize how amazing they are and snatch them up if I don't lock this down right now. This jealousy was the ultimate catalyst. It forced them to look at their excuses and burn them to the ground. The age gap, irrelevant. The life stages, they can be bridged. The only thing that matters is that they need to secure you before someone else does. I'm seeing the energy of the chariot here sudden, decisive, forward-moving action. They are done playing games. They are done testing the waters. The turning point for them was the realization that you are a once-in-a-lifetime connection. And if they let you slip through their fingers because of their own immature fears, they will regret it for the rest of their life. And as this realization set in, the universe started confirming it for them. I'm picking up on heavy synchronicities for this younger person. They are seeing 1111, 222, 717 constantly. Every time they think about making a serious commitment to you, they see these signs. They are getting dreams about you vivid, emotional dreams where you are walking down an aisle, or where you are building a home together, or where they are literally on one knee offering you their heart and their future. These aren't just random dreams. These are spiritual downloads. The universe is pressing on them, telling them that the time for hesitation is over. The divine timing is aligning, and they are feeling this immense, internal pressure to step up and make a formal, undeniable offer to you. So, the reason they cannot let go is because they have finally accepted that they were never meant to. The turning point was your withdrawal of energy, your glow up, and the spiritual pressure from the universe all colliding at the exact same moment. They are no longer looking at you as a casual romance or a fleeting crush. They are looking at you as their future. They are looking at you and thinking about how to build a life, how to merge worlds, and how to officially propose their heart to you in a way that proves they are ready. The boyish hesitation is dying, and the devoted partner is being born. Let's talk about the exact moment the dam broke. Aries, because up until recently, there was this unspoken, fragile agreement between you two. It was a dynamic where they could keep things somewhat safe, somewhat ambiguous, hiding behind the excuse of the age gap or timing. They could admire you from a distance, enjoy your energy, but avoid the terrifying vulnerability of actually claiming you. But here is the thing: the universe does not allow a connection of this magnitude to stay in the shallow end forever. Something had to give. And what changed wasn't a grand, dramatic argument or a massive confrontation. What changed was your energy. You stopped waiting. You stopped accommodating their hesitation. You quietly, powerfully reclaimed your throne when you shifted your focus back to yourself. It created a vacuum in their life that they were completely unprepared for. I'm picking up on the energy of the Tower card here, not as destruction, but as a sudden, necessary collapse of illusions. The silence between you two wasn't peaceful for them. It was deafening. It was a loud, echoing reminder of what they were risking losing. For a while, they tried to distract themselves. They tried to convince themselves that this distance was for the best, that maybe you two were just a beautiful, fleeting chapter. But the karmic consequences of their avoidance started to pile up. Every time they tried to move on, life kept putting reminders of you in their path. A mutual friend mentioning your name, place you used to go, specific song playing at the exact moment they were feeling most vulnerable. The universe was literally refusing to let them forget you. And then came the ultimate trigger. They saw you thriving. They saw your glow up. Whether it was in person, through social media, or just through the energetic shift you carry now, they witnessed you shining without them. And Aries, when an Aries shines, it is blinding. You looked radiant, confident, and completely whole on your own. For this younger person, that was a double-edged sword. On one hand, it made them fall even deeper in love with you because your independence is incredibly magnetic. But on the other hand, it triggered a primal, almost painful sense of jealousy and urgency. They looked at you and thought, they don't need me. They are perfectly fine without me. And that thought absolutely shattered their ego. It forced them to realize that if they didn't step up and prove their worth, someone else eventually would. This is where the old cycle officially died. The dynamic of you chasing, or you waiting for them to figure it out, is dead and buried. They had a moment of sudden, profound clarity, perhaps late at night, or during a moment of deep introspection where all the excuses fell away. I'm seeing the energy of the Death card here, which in tarot is all about profound transformation and the end of an era. They realized that holding onto their pride, their fears, or their insecurities about being younger was no longer protecting them. It was actively pushing you away. The fear of rejection was suddenly eclipsed by the absolute terror of a future where you belonged to someone else. This clarity hit them like a lightning bolt. They stopped asking themselves, "Am I ready?" and started declaring to themselves, "I have to make myself ready because I cannot lose this person." The mental gymnastics stopped. The overthinking ceased. They looked at the age gap, the life experience, the outside opinions, and they realized none of it matters in the face of a soul-level connection. They are done playing the role of the hesitant, unsure younger person. That version of them is gone. What is emerging is someone who is fiercely determined, deeply focused, and ready to bridge any gap to get to you. And the spiritual confirmations have been relentless for them since this shift. I'm picking up on heavy 555 energy for this person, the angel number of massive, unavoidable life change. They are seeing it on license plates, on receipts, on the clock. Every time they think about taking a bold step toward you, the universe winks at them, confirming that this is the right path. They are having vivid, emotional dreams where the dynamic is completely reversed. They are the ones pursuing. They are the ones offering stability. They are the ones looking you in the eyes and making a solemn promise. They are waking up from these dreams with their heart racing, realizing that their subconscious has already made the decision their conscious mind was too afraid to make. The old cycle of push and pull, of hot and cold, of ambiguous situationship energy is over. They know it, you feel it, and the universe has sealed it. They are no longer trying to figure out if they want you. They are figuring out how to show you that they are ready for the real thing. The hesitation has been replaced by a quiet, burning resolve. They are gathering their courage, aligning their life, and preparing to step into your world not as a fleeting romance, but as a serious, committed partner. The waiting game is over, Aries. The countdown has officially begun. Now we arrive at the core of this reading, Aries, and I need you to brace yourself, because what I am picking up on right now is raw, unfiltered, and impossible to ignore. The hesitation is gone. The games are over. What this younger person feels for you right now is no longer a quiet, hidden crush. It is a roaring, undeniable fire that is consuming their every thought. They are completely, utterly overwhelmed by the depth of their own emotions. And for the first time, they are not trying to run from it, they are leaning into it. In fact, they are actively preparing to confess everything to you. I am seeing the energy of a profound, heartfelt apology building up inside of them. They are carrying a heavy weight of regret for the time they wasted, for the mixed signals they gave you, and for the moments they let their own insecurities dictate their actions. They look back at how they handled things and they cringe. They know they didn't show up for you the way you deserved, and that knowledge is eating them alive. But here is the beautiful turn: that guilt is not paralyzing them anymore, it is fueling them. They are rehearsing what they want to say to you. They are thinking about how to look you dead in the eyes, drop all their defenses, and finally speak their absolute truth. They want to apologize, not just with words, but with a complete shift in their energy and their actions. They want you to know, without a shadow of a doubt, that they see you, they value you, and they are ready to do the work. And the physical ache they feel when you are not around, it is intense. I'm picking up on the Two of Cups energy here, but with a layer of deep longing separation. When they are away from you, they feel a literal hollow space in their chest. They find themselves staring at their phone, typing out messages to you, and then deleting them, terrified of saying the wrong thing, yet desperate to hear your voice. They replay your past conversations in their head, analyzing every word, every laugh, every glance, searching for clues that you might feel even a fraction of what they feel. And the truth is, their intuition is screaming at them that you do. They can feel your energy pulling at them, even across the distance. They know you are thinking of them, and that knowledge gives them a strange, comforting sense of hope. But this is not just about wanting to text you or see you casually. This is where the title of this reading becomes your reality. Aries, they are planning a love proposal. Now, this might not look like a traditional, cliché proposal with a ring tomorrow, but energetically, it is exactly that. They are preparing to make a formal, undeniable, life-altering offer to you. They are tired of the ambiguity. They are tired of the situationship label. They want to look at you and say, I choose you, I want to build with you. I am all inches. They are gathering their courage to present themselves to you not as a younger person figuring things out, but as a devoted, committed partner who is ready to step up and claim you publicly and proudly. They want to erase any lingering doubts you have about their intentions. The spiritual timing around this is absolutely relentless. The universe is practically pushing them toward you. I am picking up on heavy synchronicities for this person. They are seeing 1111 and 222 everywhere they turn. Every time they think about making this bold move, the universe winks at them, confirming that they are on the right path. They are having vivid, emotional dreams about reconciliation and commitment dreams where the tension dissolves, where you are laughing together, where they are holding your hand and making a solemn promise to never let you go again. They wake up from these dreams with their heart pounding, realizing that their subconscious has already made the decision their conscious mind was too afraid to make. The divine pressure is on, and they know, deep in their bones, that the time for waiting is over. Here is the emotional turn that makes this so powerful. Beneath the bold, confident front they are trying to build up to present to you, they are actually incredibly vulnerable right now. They are terrified. They know that by making this offer, by laying their heart completely bare, they are giving you the power to crush them. But they have also realized that the pain of potentially losing you is far greater than the pain of risking rejection. They are choosing bravery over comfort. They are choosing you over their pride. They are actively healing their own inner wounds to become the partner you deserve. I am seeing them doing the inner work, reflecting on their past patterns, addressing their fears of inadequacy, and stepping into their masculine or feminine divine energy, whichever applies, to stand tall beside you. They want to bridge the gap between you. They want to prove that age is just a number, and that maturity is measured by the depth of one's love and commitment, not by the years on a calendar. They are ready to show you that they can hold space for your fierce Aries energy, that they can match your passion, and that they are ready to build a sanctuary with you. The truth they are holding on to is this: you are the one. They have looked around, they have compared, and nothing and no one else even comes close. You are the standard, you are the prize. And they are done pretending otherwise. They are putting on their armor, gathering their courage, and preparing to walk into your life with a level of clarity and devotion that will leave you absolutely breathless. The confession is coming, Aries. The offer is being prepared, and the universe is holding its breath, waiting for them to make their move. Chapter 5: The Gossip, the Sabotage, and the Pressure Cooker. But here is the thing, Aries. Connection this explosive, this karmically heavy, does not exist in a vacuum. When two souls collide with this much force, the ripples are felt by everyone around them, and right now, the outside world is noticing. I'm picking up on a lot of whispering, a lot of side eyes, and frankly, a lot of unsolicited opinions regarding you and this younger person. Because of the age gap, or just the sheer, undeniable intensity of the bond, people are talking. There is gossip circulating. Maybe it's their friends making immature jokes, or maybe it's their family expressing quiet concerns about whether they are truly ready for someone with your level of life experience and established energy. For a long time, this outside noise was exactly what this person used as a shield. They let the opinions of others validate their own internal hesitations. It was easier to say, see, everyone thinks it's a bad idea, than to face the terrifying truth of how deeply they love you. But here is the emotional turn that changes everything. The gossip has completely backfired. Instead of pushing them away, the judgment of others has ignited a fierce, protective defiance in them. They are looking at the people whispering about you too, and realizing that those people don't feel the spiritual electricity you two share. They don't understand the bond. And suddenly, this younger person doesn't care about their approval anymore. In fact, the friction from the outside world is only making them want to claim you more publicly, more proudly. But it's not just general gossip. For some of you, there is a specific third-party interference at play here, and it is creating a lot of unnecessary drama. I'm seeing the energy of someone close to them, an ex, so-called friend, or even a family member who is actively trying to sabotage this connection. This person is feeding them doubts. They are saying things like, they are going to break your heart, or you are out of your league, or they are just playing with you. It feels like this third party is deeply threatened by the light you bring into this younger person's life, because your presence exposes how stagnant, superficial, or unhealed the other people in their orbit really are. This third party might be trying to insert themselves back into the picture, creating chaos, or spreading rumors to create a wedge between you two. It's a classic diversion tactic born out of jealousy. And I won't lie to you, Aries, this interference caused a moment of deep emotional turbulence for them. There was a moment where they felt overwhelmed by the chaos, where they wondered if they were somehow protecting you by keeping their distance. But here is the massive emotional shift, the moment they truly connected with your energy in the spiritual realm. The illusion of this third party shattered. They saw right through the manipulation. They realized that this outside person is acting out of their own unhealed baggage. The interference didn't create a wedge, it created a wake-up call. It showed this younger person exactly who is in their corner and who is trying to keep them small. Yet, the complications aren't entirely external. The question is, what happens when the outside noise finally quiets down, and they are left alone with their own mind? This is where the old wounds echo the loudest. This younger person carries emotional baggage from their past that they haven't fully unpacked. Maybe they come from a background where love was conditional, or where they were constantly told they weren't enough and always had to prove their worth. When they look at you, this magnificent, powerful, fiercely independent Aries, they are hit with the terrifying realization that they have to be completely vulnerable. They have to let you see their flaws, their struggles, their moments of inadequacy. The fear of being emotionally exposed is a massive complication. They are terrified that once they make this proposal, once they lay their heart at your feet, you will see the cracks in their foundation and walk away. It feels like they are standing before a master, hoping they pass the test. But here is the beautiful, healing turn in their energy. They are realizing that your power isn't meant to intimidate them. It's meant to empower them. They are starting to understand that you don't want perfect, polished facade. You want their raw, unfiltered truth. The old wound of not being enough is finally being cauterized by the heat of your unconditional acceptance. They are healing in real time just by being in your energetic field. So, the friction is real. The gossip, the third-party sabotage, the echoing insecurities, it's all creating a massive pressure cooker environment. But I need you to understand something crucial. Aries, this friction is not a sign that the connection is wrong. It is the universe testing the foundation. Diamonds are only formed under immense pressure. The karmic lessons here are about learning to stand together against the world. They are learning that true love isn't the absence of obstacles, it's the absolute refusal to let those obstacles winches. The complications are just the final hurdles before they cross the finish line. They are actively cutting off the toxic outside energy. They are muting the gossip, blocking the third parties, and silencing their own inner critic. They are clearing the path. They are building a sacred, protected space just for the two of you, where the outside world cannot touch what you are building. The tension is at its absolute peak right now, which means the release is imminent. The pressure is about to break, and what is going to spill out is a level of devotion that will silence every single hater, every single doubter, and every single lingering fear. Chapter 6. What happens next? The final revelation. The pressure cooker is about to burst. Aries, I need you to listen very closely to this next part, because the waiting game is officially coming to an end. All that internal turmoil, all that outside noise, all that agonizing hesitation we just talked about, it has reached its absolute boiling point. And when the energy shifts this dramatically, the universe does not allow it to stay hidden. What happens next is not going to be subtle. It is not going to be a casual, three-word text message at 2 a.m. No, what is coming is deliberate, intentional, and undeniably serious. I am picking up on a sudden, powerful communication from this younger person very soon. For some of you, this could be a long, deeply vulnerable phone call where they finally drop the mask. For others, it might be them showing up at your door or asking to meet you in person because they know some things simply cannot be said through a screen. They are done hiding. The Knight of Wands energy is blazing here: sudden movement, bold action, and a fiery determination to get to you. They have rehearsed this moment in their head 1,000 times, and when they finally speak to you, they are going to lay their cards completely face up on the table. Here is the thing: they are going to confess everything. They are going to apologize for the distance, for the mixed signals, and for letting their own fears dictate the pace of your connection. But more importantly, they are going to make their offer. This is the love proposal I have been sensing from the very beginning. They are going to look at you and clearly state their intentions. They will tell you that they see a future with you, that they are ready to bridge the gap, and that they are all inches. They want to make it official. They want to claim you not in secret, but out in the open, proudly and unapologetically. The karmic exposure is also part of this moment. Any lingering secrets, any third-party interference, or any misunderstandings that have been clouding your connection will be brought to light and completely cleared away. The truth is going to set you both free, but the question is, how do you handle this when it happens? This brings us to your guidance, Aries, and it is absolutely crucial that you hear this. When this moment arrives, your natural Aries instinct might be to match their fire, to immediately jump in and fix everything, or to rush the healing process. Do not do that. Your power right now lies in your grounded, unshakable stability. You do not need to chase this outcome, because it is already chasing you. You do not need to force their hand, because they are finally stepping up on their own. Your role is to hold your frame. When they come to you with this confession, receive it with grace, but also with your boundaries firmly intact. Let them prove their words with consistent, long-term actions. You are the prize here. You are the one who held the line when things got confusing. You are the one who maintained your dignity and your self-worth. Let them feel the weight of what it means to finally have your full attention and your trust. Do not shrink yourself to make them feel more comfortable. Stand tall in your feminine or masculine divine energy, whichever you embody, and let them rise to meet you. If they are truly ready, your grounded presence will be the safest, most magnetic place they have ever known. This is a profound karmic completion, Aries. The old cycles of doubt, the age gap insecurities, the external gossip, it is all burning away in the fire of this new commitment. What is being born from this is a partnership that defies conventional logic. It is a soul-level union where their youthful passion perfectly complements your established wisdom. They are going to realize that you are not just a fleeting romance. You are their ultimate teacher, their greatest love, and their destined partner. As we close out this reading, I want you to take a deep breath. Feel the shift in your own energy. You have been carrying the weight of this connection for a while, wondering if you were imagining things, wondering if they truly felt the same depth that you did. Let that doubt go. You were not imagining it. Your intuition was right. These signs were real. And the universe has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating every single delay and every single moment of silence to ensure that when they finally do step up, they do it with absolute, unwavering certainty. Take what resonates with you from this reading and leave the rest. Your journey is unique, and your timeline is divinely protected. Trust the process, protect your beautiful energy, and get ready, because the love you have been praying for is finally stepping into the light. Thank you so much for watching, Aries. I am sending you so much love, light, and beautiful transformative energy. Until next time, stay powerful, stay true to yourself, and remember, you are deeply, fiercely loved.